Good morning, everyone. It's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me. I am continuing my work here on my bunny journal, the Paperbag journal. And let's see, the last time we were together, I was working on cutting out some of the pictures, the last of the pictures, which I have all the pictures separated now. And I made this one into a journaling card, sewed it onto some file folder, stuck it right there. This one I made into a tag, cute little tag. Did some messy stitching around it and add a little ribbon there. And is that all I did? I added some pockets right here from some pieces from the pages. One here and one on the other side of this page too, which is over here, right there. I left it open on the side on both of those pockets because it's easier to get things in and out if you have a one loose side, like, you know, like this. If you had it sewn down, it's a little bit harder to get things in and out. Let's see, anything else? Did you see? Let's see. Oh, I added a pocket here, a pocket page. I took, you know, I said I wanted to use every page in my Velveteen Rabbit book. So I took 2 pages. And as you saw, all of my pages were separate. None of them were like double pages. So I had to put, I actually put, let's see, was it 4 pages together to make this? And so I had to join them together. So I put a hinge. I put, you know, a strip of paper from the book. Again, I put a hinge here and a hinge here. So a hinge on both sides. Sewed it together and sewed down the sides also to make some pockets right here. So page pockets. Those came out nice. And I thought I finished my envelope. I think you saw that. Put the Velveteen Rabbit on the back. I just hung it right here on the belly band. And that's where I'm at. So today, I thought I would try to finish up these corner pockets or corner tuck flip-ups. So I'm going to glue these together. I got some paper ready to glue inside and some pictures to cut out. I would like to glue all the extra pieces down here that I have, some of these onto file folder, and then do something with those. And that'll be all I have left from this Velveteen Rabbit book. These 2 little pictures are from the Beatrix Potter book, a squirrel and a little mouse, because I didn't have any more little pictures from the Velveteen Rabbit, and I want to put something on here. So I need to grab my glue board, which is, where did I do with it? Gosh, I don't even see it. Maybe I won't grab it. It's here somewhere. Let me see. Here it is, hiding under my Beatrix Potter book. Okay. So I'm just going to, I don't want to get glue all over my table. So, and I got my new glue, but I haven't opened it yet. So I'm going to try to use some of this. Actually, let me see if my craft bond will glue this down well inside, the paper inside here. So I don't have to deal with wet glue on this. I want to make sure it's glued down, but you know, I want it nice and flat, and I just want to try this first to make sure of whether, I mean, I can add more. I can use this, and then if I haven't had any trouble with the craft bond. I guess I'm paranoid now because when I used the other glue, like the school glue or the washable glue, I would glue it down and sometimes it would come popping up, and then I'd have to add some art glitter glue or something underneath my piece that I was gluing down, you know, to reinforce it. Okay, let's I can get this in the middle. Okay, yeah, this is some paper that my friend sent me in Happy Mail. So I'm using some of it. She punched the edges and everything. So cool. And so pretty. Then we have a writing spot here. And I want to do this one too. That feels like it's gluing down nicely. And I haven't had any trouble at all with my Graft Bond. You know, even it's Elmer's, but it's Craft Bond and it's permanent. It's not a washable glue. So that's what I looked for. My friend actually, when she heard me say I was looking for another glue, like a stick glue, she said, try a glue that's permanent. Look for permanent. And that's what I did, and that's why I picked that. And it's been working great. So permanent was the key. Who knew, right? I didn't. I thought glue is glue, right? Glue's supposed to glue. Glue's supposed to glue it down. Okay, let me get my little card here. Yeah, I just have about 15-20 minutes here before I have to get ready for work. I am going to work today, still going to work here in North Carolina. You know, the restaurants are closed, but they're doing deliveries or pickups. So there we go. There's two. Now let's glue something to the outside here. Got these two little images I can cut out real quick. So I know a lot of people are staying home now. I hope everyone's okay. My office literally is so small that we were talking yesterday, me and my friend at work, about who we come into contact with, like, you know, whether we're, you know, not whether or not we have to worry, but just we kind of know, or we're telling each other who we come in contact with. Like, I haven't been going anywhere since Tuesday. I went to the grocery store and that was it. I've been going back and forth to work and that's pretty much it, you know. I'm not going out on my lunch. I'm staying in and crafting on my lunch break, which I have done a lot, excuse me, a lot previously. And if you've been watching my channel before, you know, for a while, you've seen my lunchtime crafting videos. So, yeah, I'm just staying in my office at lunch and crafting on my lunch break. But, yeah, so I haven't been going anywhere on purpose. I mean, I had a lot of times I don't have anywhere to go anyway, so, you know. But our office has only 3 people. We are only 3 people. So she was saying she's been stopping by the store at night, but she thinks she has everything she needs now, so she doesn't plan on going by the store anymore. That'll look cute right there. And then I was saying I already stopped going to the store on, you know, Tuesday, so I just been coming home. Now my husband is still going to work, thank goodness. But, you know, it's been very slow at his work, so he doesn't know what's going to happen as far as them closing. You know, you know how it is. Everyone's going through the same thing. So we are trying to prepare so we can work remotely if we need to. Like, we have been able to work remotely before, and it's been the software and programs have been set up so we could work remotely. But through the years, we haven't been, you know, working remotely anymore. So the software has gone from our computers. Now it's been reinstalled, but just having a little technical difficulty getting it connected to our home computers. Don't know why, but there's certain things you have to do, passwords, usernames, numbers that you have to put in to get it to connect to your home. And then if that doesn't work, you know, what do you do? So we're trying to work that out, the technical difficulties to get it attached or connected to our home so that, you know, like, not that, I mean, it could be demanded where everybody has to stay home, but it also could, like, if one of us got sick, say that person wanted to stay at home and work, you know, that person would need to be able to connect from home. So anyway, working on that. But hopefully it'll get, no one will get it. You know, they say, what do they say? 1 out of 2 or 1 out of 3, and we're 3. So, but we're trying. I know my boss isn't going anywhere. Trying to, you know, we're all trying to wash our hands, keep things clean. I know someone came into the office yesterday unexpectedly, and because we don't really have any appointments right now. Everything's been canceled, but someone came in, and then we took sterilization steps to, you know, sterilize the doorknobs and things. Let's see, I want to see how this is going to go. Like this, I think. He fits on like this. Yeah, so we sterilized everything after this person was in our office. Not that, you know, you just don't know where someone's been and who they've been in contact with, and, you know, stuff like that. So, precautions. So, that's all you can do, right? Just sterilize your hands and everything. And, you know, go from there. Okay, I think this is going to go like this. So this is going to go on here. I like this on the words, on the text. I think it looks cute with that background. So that's why I'm not putting anything else on there at the moment, like another layer. Oops, see, that's not sticking. I might have to use, this one stuck. Maybe I just need some more glue on there. Or I need to leave it alone until it dries. It is very sticky. This this craft bond feels very sticky if you haven't used it. Okay, I'm going to put this down. I think it's a little girl mouse, Mrs. On the book here that she's reading, it says Mrs. Tuttle Mouse, so maybe that's her. I know there's a character in Beatrix Potter named Mrs. Tuttle, or something like that. So there's our 2 flips. I'm probably going to sew these on, so I'm not going to try to glue them down right now. I'll do that off video, but those are ready. And the other thing I thought I'd do, if I have a few more minutes, is glue some of these pieces down onto file folder right here. So let me grab the file folder. Oh, let me show you, I didn't show you the back of my, yeah, I didn't show you the back, so I had shown you the front. And after my video the other night, I worked on the back. So there's the back, another the other bunny, the big page that I had with this bunny on it. I didn't, you know what to do with it, and I decided to put him right there. So isn't he cute? So we've got a bunny on the front and the back. So adorable, right? Love it. So, okay, so these, let me see. See, this guy is big, but I just really love this page. I kind of don't want to cut it up. So I don't know. It's too big for the journal, though. If I left it big, I could cut out just the middle so I keep the bunny. I just really love it the way it is, but it's too big. I don't want to make it to a side piece. because that just takes away from it so much. You know, the bunny's folded in half, stuff like that. Let's just cut it down a little and see how it looks and see how small we can get it so that we can use it in this journal easier. Let's see. About right there should be good. See, now he'll fit. And we could, excuse me, you know, it's morning. Got my coffee here. Just fooling around until I have to get ready for work. Didn't get much crafting time in last night. I had to do some other things, some tax stuff. We haven't filed our tax return yet. And also just some cleaning up and things like that. Dinner, you know. Okay, so that's better. Now this, I'm going to probably sew these down like I said. So I'm just going to use some craft bond on here to basically just tack it down until I get to go and sew it. So let's just, I don't need to, you know, totally glue it down like I'm not going to sew around it. So let's see, where will he fit? This side has a little label on it, so I'm going to put it over here and go over that label. Then we'll have the blank side on the back, so I can make this into a tag or a journaling card. Now we don't have to deal with that label. It's covered up. Okay, now other pieces. I have this candle, which I like this whole piece. I could cut off this, but I kind of like it. I kind of just like the way this looks. So let me put some glue on here. Like I said, I don't need a whole lot. Just want to keep it still while I'm sewing it down. Let's put this over here. There's a smudge there. These are all, as a reminder, just, I've said it before, but these are all used folders that I bring home from work. File folders that I save from the trash and then, you know, use them again. I love this horse. And I can keep that big. So a little glue on him, hold him down. Let's see a little bit more in the corner here. There we go. Alright, let's see, I guess I'm going to need to take, I was thinking I was going to leave that up there, but now I think I'm going to cut it off right at the black line. I wonder, we could make it smaller. I really don't need all of this either, do I? Yeah, I think I'll make him smaller. Let me cut it on my paper cutter so I make sure it's straight, a straight line. There we go. Yeah, see, we don't even, and we don't really need this down here either. So I'm going to cut that off. Just make him a little smaller since I have these two taller ones. This one's even, well, that's about the same size. Okay. So these are scraps. Okay, so he won't fit on here. I have another piece right here. Ready to go. Another file folder. Some of these I found in my box from the garage, I think it was. Was that where I found a bunch of file folders? Somewhere. I think it was in the box. If you watch my videos, you would have seen where my husband brought in some boxes from the garage, and I think I found a bunch of file folders somewhere. I think it was in one of those boxes. Anyway, so some of them are new from just that I've had, that I didn't know I had for years. So I need to, now I need to use, wait a minute, I'm wasting paper here. Let me put this up near the top here. And to the side so I don't have to cut any off this side. Okay, now the only other thing I have, that's all the pieces from the book, except for these are from the cover. So these are already cardstock like, so I don't know, still don't know what I'm going to do with these. I've got the word Velveteen Rabbit here. This is from the cover, so this is cardstock. This is paper from the inside of the book. And here's another Velveteen Rabbit name from the cover. And that is it, isn't it? Let me see. Here's a word, anxious times. I could put that somewhere. But I'm not going to put it on cardstock, so I'm going to look through the pages and see if I have anywhere to put these. You know, it's easier to glue, if you're going to glue something down, just glue paper down instead of trying to glue down cardstock. So now I've got to cut these out so I can go and sew them, sew around them. This one would make a good journaling card, and I'll probably round the corners on this one. There we go. Need to cut these out. Okay, got my corner rounder right here. Some of these words I could put on the tags or journaling cards. So let's see, like anxious times. That was in the book. That was from the book. I could put that right here. I could distress it a little. Whoops. Trying to bend it. Okay, let me grab my distress ink. I'm reaching across. I'm going to go ahead and distress a little bit around this tag. It is a vintage book, but just to take away that newness of the file folder. And give it the vintage look of the book, you know. So this corner right here is not, I need to touch that up. That's better. Whoops. Okay, that looks good. Now we're going to glue this down. Let me see. Go ahead and use this piece. One more piece used here. All right. Now, put my glue lid on so I don't dry this up. So the other paper piece was, let's see. Let's see if I can use that somewhere here. I got this one right here. I don't know, I don't think this would look good on any of these though. It's too, well, I could cut, you know, I don't need the, let me cut this out. Let me cut that off. I don't need the word the. And see, this is cut real close up here now, so let's cut the bottom off just as close to make that even. This is a neat font on here too, so get rid of those. Now let's see if it will fit here anywhere. See, I could cut this in half too and use it somewhere. I guess I'll do that because it's so long. I mean, I could use it in the book somewhere, but why not? I like putting words on the tabs, on the tags and things. So, Velveteen Rabbit, or I could go like this, like this. Don't know, over here. Or somewhere in the journal. So, okay, I'm not sure about that yet. Those aren't grabbing me, any of those spots, so I'm just going to cut these out real quick. I still need to cut a sliver off here. Let me do it on my paper cutter so that I can get a straight line here. I tried to put it on the edge, but Apparently it didn't make it. Okay, need to line that up again. Okay. There we go. Now it's straight. Now, any more straightness that we need to cut? Yes, right here on this side. Plus it's a little faster with the paper cutter, right? I'll round the corners on that in a second. Let's get these cut out. Let's see. Try not to shake you, but I think I might be shaking you a little bit. I gotta press down pretty hard on this to get through the cardstock. Okay, I think I have a sliver of file folder left right here. Okay. I'll decide what I do with that. It might be a tag. That would be a pretty tag. And this is scrap, what I can put in back of me, possibly use again. And nice long one. Could be a bookmark. Okay, so this is scraps. All right. Got a little piece here I need to get with my scissors. Maybe I can get this. It didn't. For some reason, it didn't cut this off right here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this one's going to be a journaling card. And around these corners, maybe. Probably need to empty this soon. Don't ever drop this. One time I dropped it. If you have one of these, what did I do? Somehow I dropped it, and I don't know if I was getting ready to take this off, or I was taking this off and getting ready to empty it, and then I dropped it. And you know, you have all your little corners. This keeps all your little corners. This bottom piece comes off and you empty it. So you have all your little corners in there, and I dropped it. And then it was a really busy day, and I didn't have time to clean it up. And I had to leave it. I literally had to leave it. And then I ended up walking back in here, walking out of here, and I had corners everywhere. Before, I mean, I had them everywhere. And, you know, in the house, that kind of got stuck on my shoe or my foot or something. Oh my goodness, don't take time to clean it up if you ever drop it. Or just don't drop it in the first place. That's the only time I've ever dropped it. And maybe I knocked it off the desk. Maybe that's what I did, off my table here. You know, that's probably what I did. So, yeah, I couldn't believe I did that. And got corners everywhere. Little corners. Picking up little corners for days. So these two are longer. Okay, let's see. These two are longer. This one I'm going to make into a tag, so I'm going to cut the corners. And I'll make a little hole and put I'm still going to sew around this first though. I'm going to sew around this, I'm going to sew around this. I can go ahead and distress right now. And then I'll sew off camera. And it's probably about time for me to go get ready for work anyway. But I'll sew off camera and add a hole and some ribbon. I haven't decided on a closure for the book, for this journal either. So I've got to decide on that. But then after this ephemera that we're making here, I will decide what other ephemera I want to make. This I need to do something to the corners. I don't like them, especially, I think I like the bottom squared off, but I don't like the top squared off. So I could make this into a long tag too. I think that would be what I need to do. And then it can be a tag or a bookmark. And also put ribbon in a hole in the top. So, and I will also sew around this off camera. So I did the back of this one, yeah. And that looks good. Nice border around there now. Let's do the back. See how much better that looks than just stark file folder without any distressing on there. It looks so much better, doesn't it? Okay, so all I have left, let me get the scraps out of here, the trash. And all I have left, let's see, my Velveteen rabbit on paper, and then these 3 cardstock type pieces, or 4 pieces. So I'll see what, if I don't use these, I would put, send them along with the journal so that somebody could use these, to decorate if I don't use them to decorate, which might be a good idea anyway, just to let someone else have some fun, right? So, okay, that is it. We did all of this morning. That's a lot. All of this right here. Got all of these ready to go. I have a little piece of, that's trash. Okay, so we did all of this. We did a lot in like 15, 20 minutes. We made 1, 2 journaling cards, 2 tags, and 2 corner flips. And that's it. So I'm going to go sew those. If I have any more time here, I got to see what time it is, and then I'll be back with you. We'll see. I don't know. It might be a final flip through next time I come back to you. So I will see you all next time. Hope everyone has a great day. Take care. Stay well. Stay, germ free, and I'll see you next time. Happy crafting.